We'll see if anybody jumps on when they get posted and be like, why is the Crafty Carrot on?
Yes, everybody's waiting for us, right? They have their notifications instantly set.
It's kind of spontaneous we're getting on here. So I'm Cindy Schuster.
I'm Krista Fratton.
And we're with the Crafty Carrot Collective. We're together!
We're not normally together.
She lives in a whole nother country.
Up in Canada.
And she's visiting this week in Utah, where I live. And she's going to be working with us at Stampin UP.
At the home office all week,
Woo!
yes.
So
very exciting.
We are so thrilled to be able to spend some time together and stamp. Make sure we have some stamping this week for sure. But we just got together. We went and had a lovely lunch.
Yeah, I got in at around noon, I think. Yeah.
And
we went for a hike.
Yes. Took her to the top of the peak to see all of the area, the city and everything. So that was pretty cool. And a nice hike.
Yeah, it was family friendly.
We might be sore tomorrow. Just a little bit. Maybe not much.
I couldn't figure out if I was more excited to go to the home office or to be together. Cindy said she woke up this morning at 6:30 excited to see me today. So
I was.
Yeah. It's like a little girls' week for us.
I know.
No husbands, no kids.
Yep. I never have any, but that's great. Lately. But we're here, we're going to show you a little bit. Oh, look, there's Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Hello. We're going to show you what we did, my project that we did on the blog hop for the month of May. Right, we're in April. Yeah. For the month of May for the barn door. So I'm going to share with you our project, the project that I made, and also create it with you so you can follow along and see what our videos are like and what we bring to you each month in our program.
And it's not too late to join May because we're only the last weekend of April.
Yep.
So you have until tomorrow night. This is Mountain Standard Time for me. Our South Pacific friends probably have already moved into May.
We'll let it fudge a little if you want to. If you want to still purchase it or you want to get into the subscription, we don't mind having you on there.
Right. So you can shop or subscribe with us. So check out this video because you're going to see what it's like in our subscription every week.
Yep. So, and every week we do, all four of us do a video live just like this. And we show the project from beginning to end. We give you a supply list in advance, so then that way you can have all of your supplies on hand and you can follow along with it. Hey, there's Caitlin.
Oh, we know that, Caitlin.
Hey. And we're going to, we'll show you, we'll give you all the supplies, like I said, and then that way you can follow along and create with us as we're doing it. Or if you want to, don't worry about it. Watch the video, and then you can come back and always watch it later. When you have access to our program, you get it for life.
For life, yeah.
For life. So you can
Unless
always...
Facebook goes out of business, but I
don't think that's going to happen. So
we also have a great following with a lot of our customers. They share what they've created, so you may not have the same paper or the same colors or the same stamp set. So they post it, so you get oodles of inspiration in the feed on our private group too.
Yep. We also do a lot of community building where we just talk about what we love. We even talk about our own, like, do you love to go to the mountains or do you love to go to the beach? So we just are building a community of stampers and people around the world. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a neat experience, and we hope that you guys will join us.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got a couple of viewers on here. I'm going to switch you over. And Chris is going to help me. She's going to be my assistant. I'm going to like this.
I did my nails last night, so I'm ready.
Oh. Not mine. So mine are all falling apart. So, but, and the reason why also we're doing this together too is because Jen and Susan got to be together
last week and a half ago.
They got to be together, so we were like, we're going to get on there and do something together and do a video. So
it's too bad there's just an ocean between us, or we could be together more.
Well, we're hoping that will change. Well, maybe we're trying. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're trying to get over to see our friends over in New Zealand. So but that'll be fun. All right, so we're switching on. Oh, there's Lurie. I'm gonna switch you over. All right, so I created this card for our blog hop for the barn door, which is our program that is coming up in May, and a little inspired by some home decor of my own in the house. And
I should get it.
I know, right? Well, should we just show it? Maybe you saw it behind it. Yeah. So a little inspired by the home decor that I made for my house.
So pretty.
So I thought, well, we can totally do that on a card. And with the little bit of the framelits that we used, and also I pulled in the petals and more thinlits to get the green piece. So this is the one that we covered just this month. So it was a fun project with the petals and more, and the petals passion. It was great. Great set. We had a lot of fun doing that one.
It was our record-breaking followers too.
Yes.
And subscribers.
Yes. So everybody loved that stamp set. So I pulled in a little bit of the dies, which is continuing over in the next annual catalog, and added it to my card.
Oh, it looks like it's still on.
Okay.
We're having technical difficulties.
Hang on. Let's see if maybe a little juice will help.
If you plug it in.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Okay. We're back. We're all good. How I made this background. So you could use the striped embossing folder, but I decided to just go right to my trimmer and use the score blade. So this piece is just cut about 1/8 of an inch shorter than the regular card base, and this is in soft sky, which is retiring. So if you did not get it, wah, 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 sorry.
Is it sold out?
I think it is actually. Go back on. Yay. Okay, we're back. Sorry guys. Hopefully it's not going to get in the way again. Okay, so what I did is I just did a score every 3/8 of an inch. So I would just move it 1, 2, 3, and then I would score again. And then 1, 2, 3, and keep scoring. So then I'm just going to turn it this way. So now that I have it, moving. Oh, wrong. So that's wrong again. And don't use your cutting blade, because that will happen. And 3. So it gives you that faux look, like shiplap, and without really giving a lot of effort. You can also use the score.
Yes.
I don't even have that here.
The Simply Scored?
No, I don't. It's at, oops, I messed that one up. I have it in home. Yeah, I forgot it. So I need to get that the next time I go, so that I have it on hand. Okay, but you get the idea, right? So you're just moving along, creating a faux look. I messed that one up, but we're going to go with it. Okay, next I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to stamp my barn door image with soft suede. And I'm using the DSP, the wood textures.
This one, the white one, is my favorite one.
Yeah. Right? I think we need like 20 sheets of this.
I agree.
So it has some nice distressed images right here, and it's also really great to color. So if you wanted to make your barn door blue, or wouldn't that be cool?
Yes.
So you could color this with a sponge dauber or a sponge brayer, and then make it a different color. It would look awesome.
Smarty pants.
Okay, so I'm just going to take, I don't want to show too much, so I'm just going to do a little bit. And they have these really great framelits that match. And I'm going to have Krista cut it out. So Krista's going to be my big shot assistant. So she's going to use, we're going to use the framelits, which has these nice rounded edges. Now if you wanted to, and you didn't have the framelits, yes, you can just cut that straight out, but isn't it nice to have a framelit that actually matches it? And then while she's doing that, we're going to stamp in crushed curry the wreath on just some Whisper White. And I notice I need to re-ink my crushed curry. Everything in the center is gone, but there's like ink on all around the edges, so that's why I'm kind of just making sure it's nice and juicy. Stamp that. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Tranquil Tide. And we're going to do some fussy cutting with this one.
Is this color retiring or
No.
still sticking? This is one more year.
Yep, one more year with the Tranquil. And you know what? In the beginning, I did not like this stamp, this color. Now I do.
I don't know if I've ever used it.
Oh, I love it.
You can tell that you've hardly used it.
Yeah, but now I'm using it. I find I'm using it a lot.
It looks more blue than green.
Mm-hmm. It has a blue tint to it, so it's really pretty with like a pink too. And it's featured in my new favorite sweet, the Nature's.
Yes.
Yep. So okay, so now I'm just going to do this because this is just easier since I have an assistant. I have Krista cut this out with the framelit.
Don't we all wish we had that?
I know, this is awesome.
Except I need the framelit.
Wait, I had it out here somewhere.
Oh, found it.
It's hiding. So while she does that, I'm going to do a little fussy cutting. I'm going to cut out the word blessings. So you can see where I just did some fussy cutting. And it's really not that complicated to do fussy cutting. I know Krista, she's going to laugh at me because she's not a fussy cutter.
Nope.
She's a lazy stamper. She's a lazy cutter.
She's also making me cut these out without a magnetic platform. She's
Yes.
anti-magnetic platform.
I do not use that thing at all. So she's like going, I can't get it straight.
Pressure situation.
So I'm just cutting this out and following along. Can you see that? Oh gosh.
Yep.
There's a couple more people on. Yay. Welcome everybody.
Letitia and Colleen.
Just doing some fancy fussy cutting around this one part of the greeting. Sometimes when you want to use just the word and not the whole sentiment, it's kind of tricky, but I could have just maybe stamped, like, you know, done the marker.
Yeah.
And then stamped it, but then
I like it cut out like that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it.
And
when we did the barn door, Susan Wong, our Crafty Carrot's sister, did a mini scrapbook page and she cut all these words out.
oh my gosh.
That is a lot of love into that scrapbook page. And you know what? I can understand doing it on a scrapbook page because you're going to keep that forever.
But on a card, they're like,
They'd better keep it forever.
they better keep it forever. Okay, I can't get that little corner there. I'm on live TV, so I'm getting fidgety. Live TV, live video.
Do you want me to start cutting branches?
That would be great.
Okay.
So you're going to cut 3 of those.
This.
Yep. And that's from the Petals and More die. It's one of the dies that go with the stamp set. Not really with the stamp set. You can't cut it. It's just an additional piece.
It's so dainty though.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Look at that.
All right. So we got that. See? Hey, Jen says it's so awesome seeing you guys together.
Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Okay, so got our greeting. We have our wreath, and she's cutting those out, so I don't need that white strip anymore. And I'm going to tell you about the wood grain piece that I used here. So this measures 4 1/4 by 3, and then what I did is I just cut a couple of strips so that it makes like it's a actual kind of
Fence.
barn fence background. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use since my snail seems to be missing, I'll go ahead and just use.
Oh, it's empty. How often does this happen to you? It's empty.
So it should be another one there.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you. All right, so then you're gonna just glue these up and attach them to the top and the bottom. And these are just a 1/2 inch by the 4 3/4.
When I saw it, when you did it on the hop, I thought these were individual pieces, but it's just the paper has those lines.
So it
Like
creates
I thought
that.
this was 2 different pieces.
I was like, how am I going to change this paper a little bit? By just cutting it and creating more, you can add more depth to it. All right, so now I'm going to add my paper, or start building my card. So you can see how easy that was. So I'm just going to add some glue. You can also use snail.
Do you always use liquid glue like that?
So yeah.
Really?
You don't need to use much.
No.
You really don't. And plus, the other
goes anywhere.
And I like that I have that little bit of time to like move things. So then that way it's perfectly centered before it like completely adheres.
Cool.
So, and then I'm going to add some glue dots.
Okay, I'm going to cut this while you're doing that.
So the other piece we have is, these are so cute, right? I did not know that these were as cute, and so I cut them out. But these are the little hinges and the door slider piece, which I'm going to trim down, and a little handle for the card.
Arturo, my husband, said last night, he goes, now that's my kind of card. He loved all the little details in it.
I know, when I like I said, I didn't think there was, when you pull them out of the die cut, you're like, what?
There's our bar.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, so
you know what else is nice? Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Is that they give you 2 of these hinges, so you can do it in one cut, so you don't have to run it through twice. That I like. Yeah, I need something to poke it.
Poke it out. So as you can see, this is not quite centered like directly in the center of the card. I moved it down a little bit so I gave room for that bar. So I'm just gonna do the same thing here. There we go. And now I'm going to add my barn door first. So when you do the little details, do you use the multi-glue?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I'm a multi-glue over a fine tip glue pen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh my
100%.
gosh. Yes. And I also like that I can just add a little, sometimes I do this where, I add a little bit, right? Let it dry.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like a glue dot. It's sticky, but it's not like too much.
I know that climates play different on adhesive, but the fine tip glue pen for me in northern Canada takes a long time to set, where this dries really fast. Yeah.
I just don't like the little tip, and it's the liquid part of it. You know, I just don't like it, so I never use it. All right, so then I'm going to add some more dimension. I'm going to add a little bit of dimensionals on the back of here. Doesn't need much. So all our pieces are cut, and you can see how quick and easy that was. Even if I didn't have an assistant, it would be easy. And I'm just gonna place this like so. Can everybody see that?
Might have to move up a
Yep,
little
a little
more
bit.
into here.
All right, there we go. All right, so you can see where I cut this down a little bit because I didn't want it going all the way across. I want it to be like just the idea that it was a sliding door, but not all the way. This framelit creates where it actually does slide it. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing in our program next month, is showing you how to make it actually slide. And Krista said that the key is washers.
Yes, number 8, washer.
So that's going to be something that we're going to show and share on our program. So I'm just going to add this, cut this down just a little bit, and add some glue. decides to call me.
He's not watching us live? Howard.
Thanks, hon. He'd be like, you declined me. You interrupted me. I was doing a video. Though I did tell him that we were doing this video a little earlier, so that could have been why. Okay, so then taking on the little hinges and adding the hinges. Now, being an architect, you probably were like, I knew exactly where these hinges go. It took me a while to like understand which direction it was. I was like, wait, what does that do? Oh, yeah.
There's another stamp set that's retiring that has a door in it and a butterfly and a chair and a key, and I love that stamp set. So I'm very happy that there's a new door one coming in.
So then here's a trick too that I did. So you would think that this is all like together and then I tied it, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't, because
that's hard to do.
Yeah. So what I did is I just went ahead and I'm going to wrap 3 times around, and I'm going to tie it in the inside of the card.
Let me get that for you. There.
Thank you, love.
Here, do you want my finger?
Oh, wait. I think I got it. I'm so used to
doing it on your own.
I know. I never have a finger. So I'm going to cut and just trim those down. So it's at the inside of the card, so it's not a big deal. You don't like see it. So then I'm just going to push those together. Place that right there. And then, I know, I'm so lucky to have a helper on hand. So what I did is I combined these 3 together, and then I just wrapped this around and created a bow.
Oh.
So then I'm going to
need a helper for this.
Now I need a helper. I did this.
This way?
Right, yeah. And actually, it's always better just to go ahead and trim it.
Look at that.
So that's just a little tip. So you don't have to get like holding everything together and gluing it all down. It's just to create the illusion of it, but not actually have that. And that's how it's going to look.
You could do these in autumn colors and it could look like a haystack or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would
be... With a little pumpkin beside it.
That, and what did Jen do? She did like the little can thing. That would be so...
At the front door.
Yeah, that would be really cute. All right, so then we're going to add some little mini dimensionals on the back of this and adhere it. So I don't have the flowers showing because I want to show those little sprees. So I'm just going to hide them right here on the side. And then I'm going to add, I'll just use glue. Just let that sit for a minute. Okay, and then, where'd my greeting go? Oh, and because my greeting was right in the center, I'm just going to put a little glue dot and just stick it right like so.
I love it.
My little thing went crooked there. There we go. Super simple. And what really makes this, that helps, is having the framelits with it. So, simple, easy.
Yeah, this is the one set that you need the framelits, truly.
Yep. All right, so that was it. So let's turn back around. Woo! Yay! So we're all done. So again, if you need to purchase the barn door stamp set, contact one of us, our demonstrators. Krista is in Canada. I am here in the U.S. And then we have Susan Wong is in New Zealand and Jennifer Frost from Australia. So also you can do, if you already have the stamp set and you want to know how to do more with that stamp set and framelits, subscribe. It's really simple and easy. Go to craftycarrot.com and click on the button. You can do a 1 month, a 3 month, or a 6 month subscription.
Yep.
And sign up to do our programs. And in the program, you're going to get 4 tutorials and live videos, wealth of techniques and tips and tricks that we share in all of our tutorials, and just something that to make you get out there and use your stamp set. So
you thought you didn't need that stamp set. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need it. So, and we even have 2 men on our program already.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. So
2 of my customers, it's the first time I've had men stamp with me, and it was a very awesome experience this month. So they're going to be joining us following along next month. So
see, and that means that even guys like this stamp set. But
yeah.
It appeals to anybody. So it would also be great to do more of a masculine card with this set for Father's Day that's coming up. So that way you can get those cards already done. And Colleen says, loved it, didn't think I needed that stamp set, but now I'm rethinking that. Mm-hmm. Awesome, we love that. So, well, Krista and I are going to be doing some stamping this week. I think we're working on what's coming up for our June program, doing a little sneak peek for our blog hop that will be out on...
next Monday, a week from tomorrow.
Yeah,
if you're
14th?
Mountain Time.
14th, yeah, on the 14th. So be sure to check that out, and those are on our blogs as well, and you'll be finding us all, or just check on our Instagram account with Crafty Carrot, or our Facebook as well, and get a little insight to what we're going to be doing for our June kit. So we have a blast. We enjoy working together.
We do,
We're very excited that we get to see each other when we can, and just bring everything, our passion and our love for Stampin'. So
yeah.
So thanks, guys, for joining us.
You'll see us more this week. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm coming to you live from Australia on behalf of the Crafty Carrot Collective. The Crafty Carrot Co. is essentially a series of monthly paper craft classes that are taught online. Each month, the 4 talented demonstrators bring you a different product focus and detailed video tutorials to help you bring projects and creativity into your own home. The teachers, myself, Jennifer Frost, Susan Wong from New Zealand, Canada's Krista Fratton, and the lovely Cindy Schuster from the US are all multi-award winning Stampin' Up artisans, so that you know that the product quality and, well, the product quality is there because we use Stampin' Up, but the design quality is going to be there too, and you're going to get awesome variety in what we show you. Now, you might find that we have a stamp set, a focus that maybe isn't quite something that was on your wish list. But as you go through the month and through the tutorials, you might find that you can alter products and substitute products and use the detailed tutorials to still grow in your craft and get creative without having those things on hand. Now, our community is very, very open. We are open and accepting of anyone who loves paper crafting and craft. Whether you're a fellow demonstrator or you are loyal to a demonstrator, or even if you are loyal to another company, we love having anyone who is warm, loving, creative in our community. And you can join us by subscribing to our monthly programs, or you could pick up a 3 or 6 month subscription if you love what we do and you want to stick around for the long term. But you can also get it for free if you shop with one of our demonstrators. So if you've got a demonstrator in your market, contact them, place a Stampin' Up order, product will arrive at your door, and you will get the Crafty Carrot Co. as a reward. You can also get entry if you join one of our downlines. So I can see Tracy saying hello. Hi Tracy. Tracy happens to be one of my downline here in Australia, so she gets to jump in and enjoy this global community every month as a perk for being with me. Now today I wanted to jump in and share with you a card that we've made. I'd made this one for my blog hop project earlier this month. So the Crafty Carrot show a blog hop every month with teaser projects of ideas of what we can do with the product that we're choosing to feature. And this was the one that I made. Now, not one of us chose the additional sliding elements. So this set is from the Current Occasions catalogue, and I can tell you now that it does carry over next year into our new annual catalogue. So you will get 12 months or more to use it and enjoy it. So it's not just in this one and retiring, it will carry over. But you can see it came with this beautiful slider element if you pick up the additional dies. Now, we will show a few tutorials that feature that sliding technique, but you will see lots of cards like this, lots of ideas that don't have that interactive element for times when you're wanting to put a quicker card together, you're wanting to do something a little bit different with the set. So this was my sample that I used in the blog hop. And I thought it might be fun, now that I've finished my Crafty Carrot petal palette tutorial this morning and I've got a quiet house, I might run along and show you how I made this particular card so you can see a little bit of a teaser of what we do in a class setting. If you've got any questions, this is a live video, jump in and say hello. It would be really lovely to have your encouragement and know that you're there. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera around now. Make sure that I've got this little hook in here. I just want to make sure that's out of the way of the camera. It's not too distracting. Alright, so this is my project here. The first thing that you'll need is a Whisper White card base. And I've got this lovely embossing folder. I'm really enjoying this striped embossing folder. I don't know if you saw before, if I can flip you around, that's my wall there in my lounge room. So we love that rustic shiplap, that romantic decor look. And when I had this particular card, I thought, oh beauty, I'd love to make that little shiplap look. So I've got this folder. I'm going to run it this way so we've got the horizontal lines, and I'm going to put that through my Big Shot. And I noticed when I did my live earlier today that my handle's actually falling off my Big Shot. So I have to be a little bit careful. I've got the right platform in place. Pop that on here. I get that in. And that's going to give us some lovely texture in our card. Now I've already done some tape on the back, so you don't have to watch me do that little bit. I'm going to stick that onto my card front. This time I'm giving it a go. In my initial sample I've got the lines dented in. This time I'm going to give it a go with that texture and the lines popping back out. So I'm going to stick that in place. Normally when I do a live class I like to have a bit of snail or a really easy adhesive on hand to show you, but my daughter is 4 and she loves to craft and she knows where I keep all my things. So she has been into my snail and used it all up. Here we go. The beauty of our video recordings is that you can jump back in later, and if you are watching me as a recording, you can just skip past all the boring bits. Here we go. So I'm going to pop that on the front of my card. I've sized this so that it has a little bit of a very subtle border all the way around. And there we've got that very simple striped rustic shiplap background. The next step, I've got a little bit of this lovely Pear Pizzazz coloured cardstock. I am a subtles girl. I do love subtle, and I felt like it needed a little bit of something. So I've just torn along the edge and I'm going to rough the edges up there a little bit. And I'm going to layer that over another piece of Pear Pizzazz that I've got that's about the same colour, about the same width. If I've got my tape, that's the next thing that's going to go on. I had a laugh with the girls and said that I'm going to bring tearing back. I've got quite a few projects, I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram feed or on my blog lately, that have just a little touch of tearing somewhere. I always think it's interesting the way we move in trends with our crafting, and we fall in love with a tool or a technique and find that we're drawn to using it over and over again for a little while. Alright, so I'm just taking the backing off that and I'm going to position that. Might get my initial sample so I've got an idea. It would help if I used my grid map. I'll position that down there in that bottom third. Just under half. Alright, so the next little layering element, I've got my Stitched Shapes framelits, and I have been loving this petal palette paper. I don't know if you've spotted it hiding away in the catalogue. It's quite a popular set, and I'm just really enjoying all those black and white tones that it's got. And black and white goes with everything. So when you need to add just that little bit of texture or colour, or here it's just for a bit of contrast with all of that, a little contrast with all of that softness going on. We've got that bold pattern. And that's going to peek out the side of our door. There we go. I really love that it's not just flat black and white. I'll bring that a little bit closer. If you can see, it's got that lovely texture already through that paper. So I'm going to stick that out to the side here. Now to create my door. So I'll set that aside. I've got a piece of crumb cake. Crumb cake is one of those beautiful unique cardstocks in the catalogue because it's got beautiful texture through it. Now I am going to apply Versamark first to my barn door. Then I'm going to add some soft suede. And I'm going to stick that in place. Oh, I'm going to go up here maybe because then I'm not wasting any paper. And I've got some clear embossing powder. I've just got this piece of paper to catch any drips. And I'm going to quickly heat set that. So I've got my heat tool here. This is a very old, very loud heat tool. And you can see as it starts to come up, it's drawing that lovely colour through. And now that that's all set, I know that when I colour with my aqua painter, it's not going to run. The colours are going to stay, the wood tones in that door are going to stay nice and strong. I'll just pack that powder away before I end up with it everywhere. And here we go, I've got my ink on here. And now I'm going to add just a little touch of distressing with my ink. So I'm just going over where there are any joins, where you would expect to have a bit of timber shading, all these little lines. And then inside the door here, they go a different direction. So I'm coming across, just going a bit up and down, following the lines that are already in the timber. Just going really rough, it's going to add to that rustic look. And when it's all done, you'll just have this lovely shading. And because we heat set that, it's not fading where I'm colouring over with the water. All those timber lines are staying nice and strong. So painting over there, that bit came up really, really dark. So I'm going to blend that through. Go a little shadowing this way. As this dries, you're going to notice that you get this really lovely colour. Alright, so that's going to dry a little bit lighter, and you'll see that as we go, but I'm going to cut it out now using my Big Shot. Just move that card out of the way. So of course, as I mentioned, this one comes with all the dies. I like to store my dies in with the stamp set if I've got them, but this is the die I'm referring to. It's just the rectangle door. It's the exact right size we need. Move those plates out of the way. And I've got my magnetic plate over here with the precision plate on it. Not that you need the precision plate for this one, it's not a real detailed die, but it is a good plate to have for other elements in this die later on. I'm going to pop that on in place. I'm going to be really careful because my magnetic platform is not going to help me through this precision plate. So I'm going to just make sure that sits on nice and straight. Oh, and my handle has fallen off my Big Shot. I've had this Big Shot for about 6 years now, and it's been a really, really good workhorse. But I've just, at some point, lost the little screw on the end of the handle in the last week or two, and I can't find it anywhere. So the handle just keeps popping off, which is a little bit annoying, but we make do. Alright, so there's my little barn door, and it's got that lovely texture through it, so that can come. And I was about to say that can come and sit on the card. Now when I was looking at this sample later on, there's nothing worse than when a large embellishment starts to fold in the middle, so I'm going to use a little bit more dimensionals than I did originally. And I've got this pack here, which actually has quite a large strip down the side that could be used, I think. So I'm going to trim that up. I grab my scissors. And that'll help hold it in place a little bit better. Here we go. And one down the other side. I picked up this little tip from Krista during class. She saves all her little edge pieces just for this purpose, and I think that's so clever. And we do have the foam strips in the catalogue, and you can buy the foam strips, but I feel like they don't give you... they're a little bit wider, I think. They don't sit as nice. Alright, so this one here will sit on here. Make sure I get it straight. I'm just running my nails under that tear because I want them to be really rough. So that's those pieces there, and now we just need our little door handle, which is very easy to do because we have this little die in here, and hopefully I've got a little bit of black. Here we go. A little piece of black on hand, and I'll get the Big Shot up again and just quickly do that little handle. It only needs a little small space. I'll just stick it on the end of that there. And before I lose it, I'm going to put that straight away back in that box. This little dies and little photopolymer, the stamps are the worst to have left lying around. And the only thing I didn't bring over was a little glue, so I'm just going to sit that there for a moment. You get the idea. It'll just be glued on with a little bit of fine tip glue pen. Now the next thing that I'm going to add is my little vase. Now one of the things that Cindy taught in her class last month, which I just thought was really, really pretty and clever, was this tarnished metal look. Now in our die set you will see that we have this little shape, and it's really ideal for like sitting something on your door, like hanging over your door. But I just trimmed off the little sides to make it into a rectangle, which can then be used as a little tarnished vase that you might sit on your porch outside of your door. Now, she had a really awesome technique, and I love when my other demonstrators in the team inspire not just my class participants but myself as well. It's really, really nice. Alright, so I'm going to use this softly falling embossing folder. Hi Paula. Paula from Canada has joined us. I'm just choosing a place where those bubbles are gonna, I don't want too many, maybe just enough. And then I'm going to pop that back through my Big Shot. This time I'm going to need the embellishments. I never get messages on my phone. Of course I get messages during a live video. Alright, so I've got my Big Shot platform for embossing here. I'm going to run that through so that I get those little dots in there. But we don't want them popping up. So you can see there they're all popped up. So I'm going to run that back through with just the plates. I don't know if that's going to work. I think I need to put it through with my thicker one. I've got my precision plate here. I'll give that a go. I want to squash all those bubbles back down. Here we go. That's better. So it's just squashed all those bubbles back down. And now to add a little bit of tarnishing with some spots. Now there's lots of different stamp sets in the catalogue that have spots. This is actually a brand new one from the Occasions catalogue that I was really lucky to pick up from the onstage. Susan's telling me my message tone is cute. I actually turned notifications off everything. I only just put them back on messages because people use messages a lot, more than I had imagined. But I was finding my phone was bleeping all day and driving me crazy. Actually, why am I doing that? Here we go. So this has got this really cute little spotty texture to it, and I thought that would be really cute just for helping me add that tarnish to the card. So I've got Versamark again, and this time we're going to add gold. So ink that up in some Versamark. I'm going to go across here. I don't want too many spots. I'm going to see how that turns up. And that's just going to take that metal, give it that little bit of a tarnished, rusty element to it. If you've got a pot sitting outside, you would expect that it's got that texture. It's got a few speckles. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to go overboard. And there you have it, a really cute little tarnished pot to sit at your barn door. And before we stick that down, I like adding little touches of texture, and I can't resist a little bit of twine. I've got the white baker's twine here. I think it's just a really great essential to have in your card making kit. And I'm going to stick that in place. I'm going to make a few loops, but before I do, I'm going to add a little tape first. Often with embellishments that are not paper to paper, I use a little bit of tear and tape adhesive because I know for sure that's going to stick on for the long term. Alright, so a few loops. So I hope everyone's enjoying this little behind the scenes look something we normally only do in class. I'm going to get you to stick it on. I'm going to make like a little bow with it, I think. What I love is that this stuff now comes on a roll as opposed to wrapped around, so you don't get that little dent in it anymore. But I'm using up my old stash first before we pull out that. So I've got my, I decided too late to buy ribbon scissors and they were gone from the catalogue. I really should have a look and see if they've got any at Spotlight. Alright, so I've got my little pot there. Now before I stick that on, I want to add something to my little pot. I want to make sure that it's got some little flowers in there, and in the set of dies we've got this little die. It makes like a little square wreath, and I've die cut that already with some of that pear pizzazz, and I just trimmed little bits of it to make the leaves that stick out of our pot. So I want a couple going across kind of both ways. So it just takes a little bit of maneuvering and deciding where you want that to go so that you've got them popping out. It helps when you've got a little bit of adhesive for it to stick to. Alright, so I want that coming forward and out here. I'm going to layer in a little bit more. Just cutting around some of these leaves. And having them come across this way. And then we're going to add some flowers. So this stamp set has a wreath, this pretty little wreath, and it's got the 3 different flowers on there. And it also comes with the dies for those 3 little flowers. So I'm going to stamp those on white. I've got a piece of thick white left over from the class that I did earlier today, so I'm just using that as it's on hand, but you could use Whisper White. I'm going to ink that up in Soft Sky. Now, I believe both Soft Sky and Pear Pizzazz here are retiring. So if they are colours that you love, jump onto the retiring sale and pick them up for yourself before they're gone. But don't worry, I'm not worried. I love them. But I know that there's going to be so many beautiful things in the new catalogue, I'm not even going to get a chance to use my retired stash. Does anyone else find that? They stock up, they're worried about them disappearing, and then they don't use them. Alright, so I'm going to cut these little flowers. Have I fallen out of the camera? There we go. You want to see that. So this is the smallest flower. And this is the medium flower. I think I can do those at the same time if I'm really careful and with a bit of luck. Just very carefully put that in place. And that's the first 2 flowers. Oh, look at that. The die has come across into the middle flower. So I'm going to stamp that one more time. I might do that up here. Got my Soft Sky. I'm going to stamp that one more time. And we'll run the bigger flower through. So this is the bigger flower die. All from the barn door set. Perhaps it was a little bit more versatile than maybe you thought. I think it was just, I really loved it when I first saw it, and I'm a big fan of those renovation shows like Fixer Upper where they do have that rustic farmhouse style. So I really was drawn to the stamp set when I first saw it in the catalogue, but I didn't know if I would have enough use out of it. And that's why programs like the Crafty Carrot are really good, because I know for sure that I'm going to see a heap of different ideas and get it out and give it a workout. It's not going to go to waste in my stash. Alright, so I've got my little pot here. What happened to those leaves? They fell. Might add a little bit more adhesive for them so that doesn't happen again. Here we go. So I've got those leaves popping out the side there. A little pot that it's going to go by the front door. And we have 3 little flowers to stick on. If you use a liquid glue, this will be a little bit faster for you, but I am a little bit phobic of anything that could potentially make a huge mess all over my desk. I'm clumsy. If someone is going to make a mess, it's me. So I'm going to put my bigger flower on first. I'm going to stick that right in the corner there, popping up. And then I'm going to add my little medium flower. Pop that here. Popping out to the side. And then our little one. Oh, this one would have been better to do with something else. Take the backing off. Often when this happens and I've got a little bit of adhesive dangling over the sides, I just take the back off and push those bits that didn't go under back in. Just like that. And then the little one had a bit off to the side here. And this I want on dimensionals above my door. We're just playing pretend and imagining that I've stuck that little handle on. Alright, so this one here is going to go above that, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. I can see that I've roughly got the dimensionals going to need to sit in that space. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals and pop them down around my twine. Like that. And that should be enough to hold it in place. Alright. So I've got my little tarnished pot sitting up on dimensionals over the twine. Hello, Janie. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see someone pop in. We're just making a little barn door project today. We featured these on our blog, and I thought it would be nice to show you one. Now, all that was missing from that is the sentiment. The barn door stamp set has quite a few lovely worded sentiments, but I just wanted a very simple hello because I thought that that could be used for anything. And I did play around with having it hanging on the door, but that just wasn't working for me. I had to play around with trying to get it off to the side, but I decided the best way to feature it would just be to put it amongst all of this embellishment happening here on the left. I'm a big fan of layered embellishments, and I love when I can layer in a word. Oh, I've just dropped my rubbish bin. Alright, so I've got my Memento Black because it was close and on hand, but you can use archival or stays on if you like. This is a rubber stamp set, so it won't matter which way you decide to go. I'm going to stamp that in place. Oh, Nadine from Germany has jumped in to say hello. Hi, Nadine. So nice to have you with us. Paula says she can't layer to save herself, but I think she's lying. I'm going to pop. I'm just going to use the lines. I could cut with my trimmer, but it's just the lines are already right there to follow from that little frame. So I've got my little hello, and I'm popping that there in amongst all that layering. And you could even put it, no, I liked it there, off to the side a little bit. And I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape adhesive, but I'm going to be careful not to put it where it's going to fall off the side. So, got that there. Paula says no, she's not lying. But you do colour like a champion, Paula. We all have our skills, huh? Alright, so I've got that. I'm just popping that in the side. I'm not covering too much of my tarnished pot because that's a really nice feature in itself. And there we have it, it's done. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I might just turn the camera around to say goodbye. How are we going? I craft standing up, so I had to sit back down to do this. And when I was in New Zealand last week, Susan kept saying, aren't you going to sit down? I thought, no, I actually craft standing up. Does anyone else stand up when they craft? It's a bit random. And I pointed out to the ladies in class earlier today too that yes, I do have a bathtub in my lounge room. It might seem odd, but we're renovating at the moment, so hopefully by the time I get around to doing my next live video next month, that will actually have a home in the master bathroom and not be in my lounge room anymore. But so there's the project, there's the card. I might pull up the original, and I hope that you enjoyed that. If you want to learn any more about the Crafty Carrot and what we do, you can head over to our blog page at craftycarrotcollective.blogspot.com. Or just send us a message here through the Facebook page. As I said, we're an open community. We love anyone who wants to come. So whether you're a fellow demonstrator or you are loyal to a fellow demonstrator, or you're a paper crafter who's loyal to another company, we don't mind. Anyone who wants to craft and learn and receive 4 tutorials at least that feature a product that you might have on hand. It would be really nice. Oh, Janie says she stands up too to craft. Yeah, it's funny. I think it's just that perspective and feeling like everything's in reach. But all right, if you've got any questions or queries, don't hesitate to get in touch. And in the meantime, we hope that you enjoy that blog hop. Jump on and have a look at what we've been creating. And if you've got any questions about our group, let us know. All right, thank you everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hi, Susan Wong here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in New Zealand and stamping with the Crafty Carrot Collective today. I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to join me and then we're going to do some stamping together. But the idea of this video is to show you a bit about what our program is like. Hi Lauren, yay! Thank you for joining me. So I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to join. Susan Wong here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in New Zealand, and we're going to make a cool card today that I hope you'll be able to join me. I have hardly pre-cut anything because I want you to be able to craft alongside me today if you have the time, or if you're in an appropriate location and not in a queue somewhere. So welcome. So if you have it, now would be a great time to get out the Picture Perfect Birthday stamp set in a favourite colour of yours. I'm using Pineapple Punch and Flirty Flamingo. Hi Charlotte! Yay, I've got some artisan friends joining me. They're being nice and taking some time to join me. Hi Elizabeth! Greetings from San Jose. Cool. Hello. Yay. Cool to have you guys. So the idea of today is just to give you guys an idea of what our program is like every month. So I mean Cindy Schuster, Christopher Fredden, Jennifer Frost and I run a program every month where we do 4 classes. Just like what I'm going to do today, and it is different projects from the ones that you see in our hops. They're just to give you a taster. So today I thought I would take that taster further and actually do it as a class. We've got some people joining us. Hi Michelle, yay! Michelle's practically my neighbour, but isn't with me in the room. Hi, nice to have you. Okay, so I think we'll get going really soon. So next month our focus is the Picture Perfect Birthday stamp set, but also the new in colours which are available now. So if you haven't seen them, we have Blueberry Bushel, lovely lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, this is a very fast personal favourite, Call Me Clover, really nice, similar to Emerald Envy, which is about to retire. And the one that I'll be using today is Pineapple Punch. I love this yellow. It is so lemony and bright, and is a little bit cooler than the other yellows that we have. So I think it's going to be a fun addition to our collections. Okay, well we have 6 people here, so let's get going, eh? You're in the car in Hillsborough at the moment. You're funny. I hope your hand's free, Michelle. Yay, Pineapple Punch. Do you like it too, Lauren? That's good. In fact, Lauren, you inspired me to get that colour out because I saw your beautiful card with the layers and layers of it and embossing with it. It was really neat. Cool. Okay, I'm going to turn you around. Let's get going. All right. We balanced. We're balanced. All right. Hi, Mattia. I hope that's how you say it. Nice to have you. All right. I'm just going to pop those ones out the way. So you may have seen this was the card that I had on my blog. It's got a few little techniques in there. So this is going to be made from scratch. So if you are at your craft desk at the moment, you will need some Pineapple Punch and Flirty Flamingo, or you could choose 2 colours that you love, and your Picture Perfect Birthday stamp set. I've got out the stamps that I'm going to need already. You could use any other sentiment based stamp set, and you could, because the candles on this one, you could also replace with another background image. So if you don't have this one, you can still play along, and that's something that we encourage in our monthly groups as well, just to get you using what you have. So that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a card base in Pineapple Punch. You're going to need some watercolor paper, some Whisper White, and scraps of the black and the 2 ink colors that you want to use. You're also going to need an embossing folder. I've chosen the softly falling one, but you could use any other ones just for texture. So the bricks, the stripes, anything that you have on hand. And I've also got my square stitched framelit one here. Hi Juliet. Hi Jeanette. Oh, thanks. Jeanette says it's so pretty. Thank you. I had fun with this one because I do love a bit of bright colour. Alright, so I'm going to pop that there. Hopefully you can see it as we go. So we've got the card base here. So we're just going to work our way upwards. So I've pre-cut the card base and the mat to go on top. So right now I just need to emboss that. The cool thing about this softly falling one is you can use it any way you like. You could have the concentration of dots either at the top of the card or at the bottom, or even, I guess, if you wanted to, you could have it down one side, but I'm going to go in this direction today. So here we go. Plug this up here. So they recommend you put it in open end first, just so that there's no pressure on the spine of your embossing folder. Hi Suzanne! Yay, we've got some people joining us, that's awesome! So similarly, you can, you know how you can have it either direction, you could also have the embossed or the debossed side. So I've chosen to go that way, so we're not going to stick it yet because we need to put the twine on soon. So I've just got a doily here which I'm going to cut down. I don't need quite half of it, so about that much, if it makes sense. And I'm going to just, I've got a 1/2 inch strip here of the gold glimmer paper. Thought I'd give you a tip on that actually, just to let you into my thought process. You want it just shorter than the white, by the way. I often, when I'm adding glimmer, so that's like gold or, did you hear that, Juliet? Oh, what did I miss? Sue says, late again, getting to be a habit. No worries. Michelle says, didn't mean to catch your name. Yeah, no shouting at Juliet. So something I often do when I'm bringing in glimmer paper or gold foil for a bit of bling, I pair the warm glimmer, so the golds, with cooler colours. So because this yellow is so bright and lemony, it doesn't have the warmth like the other ones. I've chosen to go gold with it, and I really like the match. I think it looks really cool. Whereas often with the warmer ones, I would use the silver glimmer just to give it a contrast. I don't know why I prefer to do that, but that's just a tip. If you like my style, that's something that I quite often do, and you'll probably see it now as you go and look at stuff. The way you feed your embossing folder in the big shot. Oh yeah. Lauren says genius. Oh, thanks. So I'm just going to stick this doily on first. Actually, not first. This one on first. It's in the center, but towards the bottom a little bit. And then just stick the doily on. These doilies are retiring and it makes me sad. I love them so much. But I tell you what, I am getting used to the new ones, which are part of the Share What You Love promotion at the moment. I'm getting used to them. Actually, they're cool too. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to dry for just a minute and we'll do this part. So next I've just got some watercolor paper. I'm just going to cut a square out. And this time I'll need my extra piece. Michelle says, cool tip. I like pink and gold, pool party and silver. I don't know the reason. So is pool party warm? No, I wouldn't consider pool party a warm colour, and I often put gold with it, but that is one of the ones I like silver with as well. So it's definitely not a hard and fast rule. You can do what you want. But in general, that's what I do with the cool and the warms. Oh, it's such a big machine to lug. up and down. Okay, so here's our little square. Let's start with the Floaty Flamingo. Watching horrible histories. Homeschool life, hey? Okay, so I've chosen the striped candle. There are other options in this one. You could go solid, or you could go spotty. But I think since I had the spots in the background, I chose stripes for a bit of difference. So just start off the edge and space them along. I love that you could see through photopolymer. It just makes so much sense. And I'm getting it on my fingers already. I'm only halfway through. And now I'm going to do the candle top. What's cool, I'm finding really nice about the new ink pads, is that the foam is just got a little bit more resistance, so I guess it's firmer than the current foam. I just feel like the pushback on it's better, and I don't have to smush the stamp in quite so much. Michelle says, Susan, Julia and I were discussing whether it's open end or hinge end first when using embossing folder. I think there's different advice out there, but what I've heard is open end first. Same goes with, oh no, we don't really have any of those anymore. But we used to have that little butterfly thinlet which embossed and cut. Those sorts of ones you go open end first as well. Lauren says she loves how firm it is. Cool. Okay, so it isn't just in my head. I found that it is just quite nice and firm. Okay, so you could leave it like that if you like the brightness of the background, but I wanted to make it a little bit watercolory and fun, so I just used a spritzer. I've just got water in here, and I just sprayed it a couple times. I'm going to do that off my work surface so I don't have to change that. Okay, so I just did about 7 or 8 sprays there. And now you're going to have to be really patient with me while I dry it. I'm going to push the water around a bit to give it a watercolory look. This means each one also will be quite unique if you do this in a batch. You make a few at a time. Oh, hey Jenny! You on lunch break or study break? Okay, so that's looking quite cool for watercolory. And I've just got my Floaty Flamingo marker here. I'm going to move that one out the way so I don't get everything everywhere. So Christopher Fredden taught me this. It's just a flick from inside the lid. And then I always tap it out on my paper as well, so I don't have a collection of ink around the rest of the nib too much. So that's our little square done. Okay, so it's ready to go there. It's looking cool, and then we just got to do some stamping of the sentiment. Oh no, you're homesick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, good to have some entertainment on hand. Okay, that side. This is what we need next, the black. So I've just got my Memento ink pad here, and I'm going to need a larger block now. Okay, so I'm just going to create the little words that go down the bottom. Anybody else crafting along with me, or are you just having a watch today? Because if you're crafting along, let me know and I'll slow down a bit. Okay, so you just need to stamp one on your pink, floating flamingo, and one on your pineapple punch. I love this color, it's so bright. I thought this combo was really 80s, or is it 90s? Yeah, I'm thinking like 90s leggings or something. Then we're just going to hand cut those out. Oh, you're doing two and keeping up somehow. That's impressive. Good on you, Lauren. Just what Matia says, just watching today, trying to get kids bath and bed. Okay, where are you? Where are you from? And Sue says, just watching at work during lunch. Oh, nice that you're eating, relaxing, watching craft stuff with me. Such a cool font. I hadn't really noticed it that much until I started cutting out these individual letters. I was like, actually this font's really awesome. So on the stuff, it does have a little bit of overlap where the Celebrate comes down. Don't need to worry about that, because by the time you've stuck it on the card, no one notices. Michelle says it's a really fun color combo. Thanks. Yeah, it is, eh? And you're from California. Cool. That's a long way away. Isn't the beauty of the internet awesome? Okay. So I'm just hand cutting these. I'm not too worried about it being perfect. So we've got all those little bits now, and now I'm going to do this one. So just cleaning that stamp off a bit, because I don't really want black. Her answer popped up with, yeah, there's a bit of a time delay on the videos sometimes, Michelle. Depends when you jump in. Alright, so I just need the Celebrate this time, so I'm going up like that. You can see I've been doing it with another stamp set too. I answered out. Of course you answered after I asked. Alright. So, sorry, a little bit more noise. my goodness, Yanni and Laurel. That video is so funny. I'm loving the new yellow colour. It's so bright. It's a lovely yellow. Yeah, it really is. Jenny says, oh, embossing, one of my favourite techniques since I got into crafting. Glad you explained it's to do with the video delay. Yeah, okay. It is just a video delay. You know how sometimes when you're watching and it finishes before they've finished the sentence and stuff? Yeah, it's just the live thing. Okay, so while I'm cutting this, let me just explain a little bit more about our program next month. So our big idea with using the new in colours, not only is it because everybody loves new stuff, who doesn't, but what we are really about at the Crafty Carrot is getting you to use what you have. And so you may have seen on the Crafty Carrot page a little earlier, maybe when was it? First week in May. Krista and Cindy did a video game with the new colour combinations, going with the different colours that are coming out and pairing them with old colours that we already know and love. So part of our thinking is next month showing you how to integrate these new colours into your business if you're a demonstrator, or into your current craft supply if you are a customer. We just think that they go so beautifully with so many of our current colours, and of course the whole colour refresh thing is happening, and there's some awesome new colours as well. So colour's our thing, right? Everything we do comes back to those colour combinations. Elizabeth says she saw that game. It was really cool. It was fun to watch, actually. They were great, bouncing off each other. And it's not often that us Crafty Carrot girls are together, so it was super special to see that. Okay, so we're getting there. Can you see how I move the paper and not so much the scissors? If you're not great at fussy cutting, that's a tip. She says Michelle says I fussy cut that well. Thank you. It's not my first time, can you tell? Maybe because of that card sitting right there. There we go. Alright. So we have all our components ready now. How are yours going, Lauren? While we're stamping and have things out, I've just got an extra piece of white card. I'm going to do a little sentiment in the middle. So, fussy cutting for the win. Yeah, we love to fussy cut. So I'm just going to stamp another little candle on the inside. I've got sore fingers today because I broke a nail. And yesterday we had a day of service, Stampin' Up! Day of service. I think it's still happening in the States. But when I was helping, I was peeling off Velcro dots off card samples. And so my fingers are feeling a little bit raw right now. Because we were repurposing them and getting them ready to give to different places. So alright, so I've got those stamped there. This is just my inside of the card. I'm trying really hard to get better doing something on the inside, because it really does complete things, right? So I'm just going to do a little happy birthday in black. Maybe there. Jeanette says you and Jen are so good at fussy cutting. Thanks. It's actually just practice. It's just practice doing it lots. And then you become good at it and you start to really enjoy it. It's therapeutic. I know that a lot of the stuff in the catalogue, you think, man, they must have a machine that's so perfectly fussy cut. But they don't. They just love to do it. So I'm just going to pop this on the inside because I'm done with that part. It means the person receiving it won't need sunglasses to read your card, because that's quite a bit of yellow all at once. Alright, so we've got this piece here. I'm just going to take some twine. I have pre-cut this Whisper white twine. It's long enough to go around twice. It's probably about 2 ruler lengths, so 60 centimeters, 24 inches. So start there. Michelle says she does quite enjoy the trend of fussy cutting words. Yeah, I agree. It's fun. It's not great if you're doing 20 of the same card, but then you would simplify the design. I don't know. I think Melody Hyde still does. She loves to fussy cut. Alright. So I kind of leave my tails long, but not that long. So just going to trim that. And then we can go ahead and stick this on. So if you're crafting along with me today, or you're watching this video on replay, it'd be really, really cool if you post a picture of your card. Whether you've changed the colours or changed anything about it, on our Crafty Carrot page. We would love to see it. And this is something that we encourage people to do in our monthly groups, monthly online programs, because the community and the encouragement and all the positive comments that you get just are really cool for people. I just love that everyone's really positive. So now I'm just sticking the dimensionals on the back here. You just need 4. Michelle says, I don't think my class ladies are convinced yet about fussy cutting. Yeah, I try not to include too much of it in a class because, one, it does take a bit of time, and also some people aren't confident and just don't enjoy it, so. And that's totally fine. Just feel like I need to squeeze that over a bit. Kind of want it in the center. Okay. I think I've put that gold part a little lower than on my other card. That's okay. Each card's unique. There we go. So then we just have to do the words. I'm using mini dimensionals for this one. Hi, Jen. Yay, you made it. Nearly done now. Oh my goodness, my nails are sore. All right. Celebrate. All right. Now we just need to have one on the back of each of these, and we're done. Jen says, I've been bedroom linen shopping. Oh, fun! They're just like one of the best kinds of shopping. I can't wait to see what you chose. What colours are you going for? Okay. So I'm just leaving a little gap between. I'm going to tuck that under just to connect them a little bit. Oh, and see that. Remember how I was talking about there's a little bit of the celebrate, focusing on the stuff. If you just nest it where it was originally, nobody will see it. So there we have it. 2 birthday cards done. Now if I had some envelopes, I would also stamp a couple of those candles on the outside of the envelope, but I don't have any in reach at the moment. So yeah, Picture Perfect Birthday is our focus next month. I really hope you guys can join. Jen says her bedding is very neutral with a touch of deep green. That sounds sultry and cozy and nice. Jenny says cute. Thanks. It is cute. Maybe you can have one right next to you. Alright, so let me flip you over. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that card. I hope you guys get a chance to make one and do post it on Crafty Carrot Collective page if you've made one. We'd love to see it, and we're happy all the time. We're happy for people to share with us. Thanks, Danny. I'm glad you love it. Cool that you're on. So yeah, join us next month. So if all you got to do is shop with any of us Crafty Carrot demonstrators. So I'm here in New Zealand. We've got Jen Frost in Australia, Cindy Schuster in the US, and Christopher in Canada. If you don't live in any of those locations, or you're really loyal to your current demonstrator, that is totally fine. Or if you're a demonstrator yourself, you can choose the subscribe option. So it's only $15 US. That works out to about $21 here. So it's not a lot, but you get 4 tutorials, classes just like this, and we have a very special guest next month. Emma Goddard is joining us from the UK, so I can't wait to see what she makes. She's done a really beautiful hop project. If you haven't seen our hop, I'm going to link to it in the comments, or maybe in the description for you guys, so you guys can get all the information you need to join us, and we'd love to have you along. And thanks guys, thanks for especially the artists and girls who I said come and join me so I'm not alone. It was so good of you to join me and have some crafty time together. Renee says beautiful. Thanks Renee. And Elizabeth says thanks for sharing a bright bit of crafty happiness. Oh, you're so welcome. Lauren says you did such a beautiful job. Thanks for sharing. Thanks Lauren. Cool. Hope you guys have a good evening or day wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hi everybody, it's Susan Wong here in New Zealand. I just wanted to jump on and tell you a bit about the Crafty Carrot Co. We've had some new likers lately, and we've had some people asking what it's all about. So I just thought I would brief you and let you know what exactly it is and how you can join, because we're really excited about the new year, and we hope that we'll have some more people join us and have some fun in our crafting community. So what is the Crafty Carrot Collective? We are a group of 4 artisan award winners from around the globe. So we're Stampin UP demonstrators, we're all current, we all have customers and demonstrator friends that we love to share our projects with. So I'm talking about myself, Susan Wong, here in New Zealand. We have Jennifer Frost in Australia. We have Krista Fratton in Canada, and we have Cindy Schuster in the US. So that's us. We love to bring inspiration to you every month. And the way that we do that is we have private Facebook groups that you can join, and we have a set rotation of tutorials that we give. So we do live classes, all of us, once a month, and we basically show you how a project's done and inspire you to get moving and do it yourself. So for example, this month we've been doing Watercolor Christmas Project Kit. And hi Patrice, nice to have you. So we've been in the group, we've had about 50 people in there this month, and we've been making mini albums, different alternate cards than what's in the kit. There's been a wreath that went down really well, and so lots of cool projects that we've been putting out, and people have been really enjoying those. So what we've got in store for January is the Tabs for Everything stamp set. We thought it would be a great one to start with for the year because it's designed to go with our planner, but it does much more than that, and we want to show you how to use it. So no more stamp sets sitting on the shelf. Our whole idea is to get you buying products that you love and get you using them. So we do have a product focused once a month. It changes, but it doesn't mean that you have to have that one to join. You certainly don't. It can be anything from your stash. You will still find great use for things that you already have within the themes of the tutorials that we give you. So our themes are Step It Up, we have Case the Caddy, we have Techniques, and we also have, what's the 4th one? It escapes me right now. Oh, off the page. There you go. So that's sort of the rotation every month. And then what we do is we do have that product focus, but we really encourage you to use what you have as well. Patrice says, I have far too many stamp sets. I have long retired and never saw ink. Oh no, maybe you should join us on the Crafty Carrot Co. and challenge yourself to use some of them with the classes that we do. It would be cool to have you. So what can you do to join us? There are 3 different ways. The first way is to shop through any of the Crafty Carrot demonstrators. So the threshold for that is any order over $15 US. In New Zealand that's about $21. It's not a lot. It just means that anytime you shop with us you get this program of awesome ideas for free, because we love to do that for you. The other way that you can join us is by subscription. So we have a 1-month subscription which is $15 US, or a discounted 3-month subscription which is $40, and a discounted 6-month subscription which is $75 US. So it's easy to join. Those 3 and 6 month ones are new features for 2018 and are going now, so can be utilized. All you have to do is follow through to the craftycarrotcollective.blogspot.com or any one of our blogs, and you will find information from our hops that we do to inspire you. Also, just an aside, those hop projects that we do aren't the projects that we teach you in the monthly groups. They are just to get you interested. So the third way you can join the Crafty Carrot Collective monthly programs is by joining our team. So all the members of our team, our lovely downlines that we enjoy crafting with, get the program for free as well. So just to reiterate, you can shop with any of the Crafty Carrot demonstrators, you can subscribe for 1, 3 or 6 months, and you can join our team and get the program for free as well. So I hope that is a bit of a good brief summary for you. If you've just joined, I'm Susan Wong and I'm the Crafty Carrot demonstrator in New Zealand. So if there's any questions, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd also love to have you join us in our January program. So we are focusing on the tabs for everything stamp set, and you can join right up until the 31st of December. So time to get cracking with that, and we'd love to have you. Have a great day. Bye.
Woo! We're live. Ooh, that's terrible. Look at that. Hey!
Hi!
We are spontaneously playing something fun tonight, and we thought we would do a live video sharing our program for June. A little sneaky peeky. Also into what our block hop might bring to you, and that will be on the 14th. Yes. So we're going to play a little game and just kind of see what happens and who shows up. Comment if you see a color combination that you like. Maybe that will help us, give us some inspiration.
Yeah, because that's how this started. Literally 2 minutes ago, we said, okay, we got to get our blog hop projects finished, but we've never used the new colors. So then we're trying to say what goes with these new colors. So we thought we would play this game live with you.
So come join us and see what you think. All right, we're going to switch it around. We'll be playing this for a while, so hang on there. All right, so here we go. Whoop. All right, we're having some fun colors. Krista, tell them, what colors do you see?
Oh my goodness. Blueberry bushel, call me clover, pineapple punch, grapefruit grove, lovely lipstick.
Very bright colors.
They're the new in colors that will be here for 2 years.
So we've got all of our colors from the regular, new, updated color revamp from Stampin Up. And we're going to shuffle them, good shuffle, so that we can just play.
Because they were by color collection, brights, neutrals.
Yep. See, we've got a viewer here. Let's see. We've got Jen. Jen Frost is joining us.
Hello, Jen.
Hey, Jen. And Jen, nice, and another Jen. All right, we've got a couple people who are joining us. So
Okay.
again, we're playing a little color card game.
Do you want to split the deck?
All right, here we go.
Oh, I got shaded spruce. Okay.
Okay.
I think I have more than you. Why don't you take shaded spruce?
She's gonna give you. She's already cheating. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Oh, and I start off with a really grand color.
Did you have to go off the top? You can go
Yeah.
anywhere. No, you can go
No,
anywhere.
no, you gotta stay in order.
There's rules?
Yes. Well, we're making this up. Okay, so I'm gonna pick So Saffron. I'm gonna do with the blue.
Oh, nautical. Maybe?
See what you can find. See what you can go
Okay.
anywhere.
So I accept your So Saffron and I raise you a shaded spruce. I think lovely lipstick and shaded spruce are
That's a
good
nice
pair.
combination. All right, I'm gonna go with Bringing Back Poppy Parade.
Oh, I'm taking the table.
She said, "You've surprised me. This looks fun." Okay, yeah, it's a
Okay.
We're flying here. Okay. Huh. Woo. You know, I'm just gonna try to do that. on
Okay,
that
I like that. So we have Grapefruit Grove and Poppy Parade.
Okay.
So you might be wondering where we got these from. As leaders with Stampin' Up, the last conference that we had, there was a dinner that was called Center Stage, and this was a gift from Stampin' Up. So workers in the Stampin' Up! Home office actually made all of these for the Achievers. So unfortunately, you can't purchase them. This is a perk for being a demonstrator. So festive.
But you can make this at your with your own whenever you get
Yes.
your cardstock. It's a great source for thinking up new color combinations whenever you have all those. So
These were printed with labels, and then it came with this hardware. We just took it apart.
yeah, so we could play this game.
But you
This-
could use one of those rings, not a binder. Is
Yeah.
it a binder ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or even like the little chain thing. You could do the little chain thing too. Okay. So, oh, I'm gonna cheat.
That was cheating! Everyone, for the record, it was crushed curry.
All right, let's go with Powder Pink, which is a still current in color. It's got one more year left. And I'm going to mix it with, oh, let's go here.
Oh.
Let's see what that brings.
Can we start to pull them apart at any time?
I don't know.
Okay, Mango Melody. This is a new one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mango Melody and Pineapple Punch are making me happy.
Like really bright.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a classic. Old Olive. Okay. So this was like one of my first loves
Oh, yeah.
when I became a demonstrator. It's like
Yeah.
Old Olive everything.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I kind of like it here.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Real Red. That
Ooh.
has to be Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Call Me Clover Real Red. That's a good Christmas.
That's a good Christmas color combination. Which I love. Even this shaded spruce was for real red. It's really pretty.
Oh, good idea.
Okay, Lemon Lime Twist.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, love this color.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
I kind of... Ooh.
Okay, so this is Lovely Lipstick, Shaded Spruce, Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist.
Interesting. Kind of like that. Could be great for a birthday card.
Okay,
Oh, bright.
so now Fresh Fig. Is this a neutral? No.
No, that
No,
is
a regal.
the in color.
Oh, it's an in
The
color.
in color, the last year's. Ooh, that's going to be
Oh,
hard.
for sure here.
Oh.
Boom. No hesitation on that one.
All right, we've got a new one. Merlot.
Merlot.
Merlot. You know, like wine, but Mary.
Or Maryland.
Or Maryland?
Maryland.
Maryland?
Oh, that's Monroe.
Thanks, Anne. Anne saying she loves the different color combinations we're sharing.
Oh, good. Oh, that's not Anne. That's Anne
Yes.
Granger.
And there's
Allison.
Allison.
Hi, Susan.
Tough combos to use. Haha. Can't wait to see what you make with them. We're not done yet. Okay, so I've got Mary Merlot. Okay. Ooh. We're going to get up to 4 or 5 colors, I think.
Oh, we're going to put a 4-color cap.
Okay, we'll do 4-color cap. Oh gosh, that's just hideous.
That's so gross.
We're gonna fly with it and
Oh,
see.
winning. Basic gray. It
Goes
can go
anywhere.
anywhere. Look out for my Christmas combo.
There you go, there you go. There you go. Okay, and then here is Tranquil Tide. Love this color. It's like a blue kind of green.
No, these are capped. 4-color cap.
Oh. Oh, well, we'll put it in that pile just because it's really bad.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Pacific Point.
Oh, that is the color combination from a new suite in the catalog right
Oh,
there.
yes. A color combination that the Crafty Carrot will be using this summer.
That's right. We have made our schedules
Until the fall.
until the fall, so this is something you'll be seeing on the Crafty Carrot coming up. Little sneak peek on that one. All right, Melon Mambo.
Drop it like it's hot.
Oh, I want to put it here. That's no. Oh.
Well, what should the new rule be? Can we go like this?
And take off one and add another?
Yeah, like,
Okay, there we go.
am I
Pulling
still
those
in
out.
the view?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. And this is like baby barf over there. But
Would be like a process of elimination. Can we start over?
sure.
Sure. Okay, let's go with Melon Mambo and Call Me Clover.
Well, that's a gooder.
Okay. All right.
Should we just take this out?
Oh, come on. Come on now. That goes with anything. So you can't use Whisper White and you can't use Very Vanilla. Well,
Okay.
That's our...
Is this what you're talking about, Jen? This is what we need the color combination in a card? We can call it a la baby barf. Oh, this is baby barf and baby diarrhea all mixed together.
But that's not true. This outside of the blue, I think is a
Yes.
nice color combination for a masculine
I
card.
agree. Well, look, just take Tranquil Tide and put it with Lovely Lipstick.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there, that's...
We're
that
not
could be-
hating on any colors.
No?
It's just, this is for comic relief.
Yeah, this is just for fun. We're trying to come up, we were brainstorming, so we thought, why not share this with everybody on Crafty Carrot? Okay, a gray, a brown. I'm not going to even...
Okay.
Coastal Cabana, everybody yell yay or give some hearts and love because we are so happy this color is back. Yay,
Yes.
yay, yay, yay.
Yes.
So I'm going to put it with
Oh,
grapefruit.
oh my gosh. Okay,
Love.
I have cherry cobbler, and I'm wondering, I kind of like that, the two-tone.
I like that. Okay, and I've got Berry Burst. Ooh.
That's a returning in color?
It's a returning in color
Yeah.
for one more year. I'm kind of thinking this. There you
Yeah, I'm sold on
go.
that.
Okay, blue and purple.
Okay, we are bringing back mint macaron. Oh,
She said, yep, that's a real challenge. Ooh,
okay.
Ooh.
That's different.
All right, I've got Garden Green. Let's see. What do you think?
Okay.
What can you pull out of that one, sister?
I got my favorite color. I should give it a second.
I know what it is. I can easily tell without even looking at it. I know what your favorite color is.
Who knows what my favorite color is?
Anybody? Anybody? I'm gonna guess pool party.
It is pool party.
Pool party.
Look.
Yeah, she uses that a lot.
Yeah.
Heidi do. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. This is like my favorite new color.
yes.
Soft sea foam. Love this color. It's a nice shade of a very light pale green. I love it. And I'm going to put it with, I'm going to go here.
Oh, it looks almost white there.
Yeah, because of the,
Yeah, almost. It
Contrast.
could be almost a neutral.
oh, that's a neutral there. We won't do
Okay.
that.
Oh, great. This is going to throw off our mojo. Cajun Craze.
Yeah.
Look, okay, hang on.
That one's not bad.
Look at this. Look at this.
That's
We're got to
a-
go autumn. So Cajun Craze, Tranquil Tide, and Mary Merlot. Now this
like
is
that.
cheating because we're not using any of these colors, but I'm going to take it because Cindy cheated before.
All right, and then we're gonna go.
This is now no more baby barf.
No more.
This
baby
is a
bar.
gooder.
This is a better combination.
Look at that. Does that work? No.
No.
No. Okay. This one is Call Me
Still,
Maybe. Call Me
still,
Later.
still, yeah, there. All right, Bermuda Bay. Love, love, love.
Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you.
Kind of.
Oh, oh.
What do you think?
Well, if you go like this, then it's gonna.
Then it looks better.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh
dear.
Okay.
Blackberry Bliss.
Oh, returning. Fave, fave, fave. Love it, love it. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
That's stretching. Boy, it's just that bright color. If you
Yeah.
did it with very subtle touches, it probably wouldn't be that bad.
I kind of like this. Like if it was a neutral, this was your ink color, and then this was a flower and a background or something.
Yes. That's what you have to think about when you look at color combinations. You're not using like a whole saturated part of it. You could just
Yeah.
use it for inks and just have
So
a
this
subtle
was
touch.
the ink that said happy birthday, and then these were balloons it could work.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Highland Heather.
Oh, a new one.
Ooh, a new soft purple. And we got 2 new purples. You have the other one.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to put this, what do you think about right there? Interesting. Interesting. I've got a couple more than you. Ooh.
It's kind of babyish, hey?
I like
what if-
that.
Or even like this.
Or really more pastel. But I like that.
The darker
A
green.
little
on
bit of
there?
darker green just for like an accent. Kind of like that.
Here.
All
I
right.
gotta give you some more.
All right. I got a more. Ooh. Ooh, I'm going to use this one. This is you're next, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Balmy blue.
Ooh. So if you remember, if you're a stamper from the
Oh, I
past,
liked that.
that kind of reminds me of a bashful blue.
Yes.
So it's a little bit very similar to that color.
Yeah.
Love that. And I have Granny Apple Green. Love this green color. I mean, you could even throw that into that mix to make it just a little bit darker.
Oh, yeah, that might, if you went like this.
Yep. And then you just brought that other green in. Kind of springy, floral, greenery, maybe a wash in the background and a card base. Even like this. What if you did
Oh, this is fun.
like that?
Yeah.
Maybe even mixed a little pumpkin pie.
Balmy blue. You said balls.
I did not say balls.
Blue balls.
You said balls.
Okay, my turn. I have Daffodil Delight. Where did pumpkin pie come from?
I just threw it in there. Oops,
Oh.
I cheated. Okay, go ahead. Daffodil.
Okay, don't mess with my color combo because it was going good
Ooh.
there. Right?
Right. That's a good one. I like that. Okay. Pumpkin
Now
pie.
pumpkin. We can start pulling apart because we
Yeah,
got
I'm
quite
thinking
a few
because we
happening
got.
here.
Let's pull this one down.
Yeah.
And
What were the winners so far? Like this is a good contender.
that's a good one.
This is a good one.
Yep. And then that one that was like all of them
Oh,
here.
but this one was even better.
yeah,
though.
because it's already been done.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So I'm wondering if we just kind of add a little bit of pumpkin in there.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What else we got?
Oh.
We're almost through.
I have grape.
Oh, the grape.
Gorgeous grape.
Got my favorite color.
Too crazy? Is that too 80s?
Yeah, but that's so in trend though now.
Yeah?
I mean, hello, we've got a boombox in the catalog.
This is true.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Kind of cute. What about, this is...
I'm going in order still.
All right. Well, I've got Granite Gray.
This isn't Go Fish.
Granite Gray, and it's a great new neutral. Love this new color. It's a little bit darker than
Oh, yeah.
the smoky slate that we used to
And
have.
then here's basic gray.
So yeah, it's like right in between, a nice, kind of a perfectly kind of taupe. But yeah, that's still,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that, yeah.
there's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you could really mix
with
that
everything.
new gray with a nice combination, so.
Yeah. And I have soft suede, and I think it's kind of very, oh, that goes good
Well,
there.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Very, very light hint of it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
Oh,
Calypso
another
Coral.
favorite. Yes.
See, that just kind of makes that more pastel-y, just kind of pop a little bit more.
Blushing Bride.
Mmm.
So if we started over again
There
with
you go.
Blushing Bride.
There you go.
Oh, pool party.
Uh,
So saffron.
and I'll one you up and do some hair pizzazz.
Yeah.
So that's not, there's one already there.
Oh, sorry.
So we'll pull that. See, I think Grapefruit Grove is like going to be a favorite for a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay, so Mossy Meadow goes well over here.
Mm-hmm.
So if we start with the Mossy Meadow, what is that? Blueberry?
Blueberry.
Okay.
Okay, what if we did another one of my favorites, Petal Pink. Love it. It goes great with the grapefruit, but I even like it with like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look how rich this
And-
looks now.
Yeah, And if we just threw in
This is like radical. Like
what-
totes.
like a darker, that crushed curry in there.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. And then, what do you got left?
I have Night and Navy.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if this is a thing.
Ooh.
Kind of masculine, right?
Mm-hmm. Mmm.
Oh, vanilla, which is a neutral.
Yep.
Black, which is a neutral.
Neutral.
And rich raz. So rich razzleberry.
What about over here?
Oh yeah, look at that.
No? And then we've got Flirty Flamingo that's returning.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, this is a totally different reed, taking out the seafoam.
see that it's just really light.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to play up. So now,
So so honestly, I'm struggling with Call Me Clover.
mm-hmm.
And, oh, what was the one up
lovely
here?
lipstick. Where'd it go?
We lost it. Lovely lipstick?
No,
Poppy
Poppy.
Parade.
There you
Lovely
go.
lipstick?
Lovely.
Okay, so let's go back to our original challenge. So I want to work more on Call Me Clover because I'm struggling with that one.
So,
I think our easiest were these ones.
Yep.
But we need to work more on those.
So the blue is really paired nicely with the crumb cake.
Oh, yeah.
You could do a crumb cake with that,
Yeah.
and then maybe like a nice green,
Oh, that's Granny Apple Green.
granny apple green, and maybe even pull in a light daffodil. Could be great
Yeah.
color combination for a masculine boy's birthday card.
No.
Call Me Clover.
Trying to find a blue that matches Call Me. No. Oh, what
that?
about navy?
Or coastal.
No. Light navy works.
What if we put in a pink?
Yes.
Hello!
That's a good one.
Reminds me of the colors from, what are the duck shoes?
The duck shoes.
The Izod, you know, the Izod 80s clothing. That's what this color was. I remember these colors. That's not bad though, that would be nice.
Did we do Cabana with lipstick yet?
Mm-mm.
That one's good.
And then maybe we could pull in a little bit of pink.
Oh, yeah.
So as you can see where you can do, you know, definitely masculine, then you
Yeah.
could go towards,
Which is nice because a lot of our blues and greens are very feminine. Like if we look at these, yes, they're very juvenile, baby, or feminine. Lots of our watercolors, etc. So these are a really nice dark blue, dark green.
I think the one I'm going to struggle with the most in using is this one.
Mary Merlot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to struggle with Shaded Spruce.
I love shaded spruce. Even that right there.
Oh, you know what? I take that back because Cherry Cobbler went well with Shaded Spruce.
Mm-hmm. Kind of gives you that. I wonder if we could do a shaded spruce, or I mean Mary Merlot with the petal pink. What else would you put with that? Green.
That's a
Ooh,
neutral.
Neutral.
But that's soft suede.
Mm-hmm. That's really rich looking. Very wedding-ish.
Yes.
This color is really popular in weddings, and so is this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really wanted to,
Oh.
a navy. This is a neutral,
Yeah.
neutral collection, and so is the navy. It's in neutrals now and not in regals.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Neutral, 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 subtle.
Yep.
Or, yeah, in color, subtle.
Subtle. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we've got some color combinations here. But again, going back
We're going to have to go back and watch the video.
I
and
know.
write them down.
So again, we're showing off the in colors that are going to be available to customers this month, actually right now.
Yep.
You can purchase it, all 5 of the ink pads right now. And you can purchase also the Picture Perfect Birthday, and you can purchase from any one of our Crafty Carrot demonstrators.
Yeah.
And get ready. We'll get you into the group, and we'll have 4 tutorials. I guess I should flip that over.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Switch.
So yes, we have had so much fun this week. Oh,
There, that's better.
There we go.
We were a little shiny.
A little hot too. So we have had so much fun spending time together this week.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you got to come.
Me too.
So glad. And we've been able to do a little powwow with our Susan and our Jen. 5 tutorials.
In June.
Yes, 5. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest next month. And she is a current artisan, and she's from the UK. So I'm not going to give a name because you got to come and find out who it is.
So I know that there's been a lot of questions on social media why I'm in Salt Lake City at the home office. So I've had the privilege of being here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the office. I came Sunday, and Cindy and I went and spent the day together.
Yep.
Serious 007 work. I have signed a confidentiality agreement, but today was a full day. We started at 8 a.m. and I think we left close to 6.
Yeah.
So that was an intense day, meeting after meeting after meeting, and it's Mary Fish and I here.
So
Very
lucky.
lucky, yeah. So Mary Fish and I are here for the full days, and then there's 2 local demonstrators, Wendy and Linda, that have come just for portions of the day.
Yeah.
So it has been a great experience. I've learned a lot. I have a lot to share. And unfortunately, everybody says, well, we can't wait till you get home next week, Krista, and you can share what you've been doing. The things that I've been doing are going to run to almost 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably not going to, maybe in 2 years I can tell you what I was up to.
Yeah. That is
But it's
true.
like long range forecasting for everything.
Yeah.
But the icing on the cake was that Cindy and I got to spend a week together.
It's been so fun. And we were able to FaceTime or face video time or whatever chat message with Jen and Susan last night, and that was so cool.
It was,
and we
yeah.
got to be able to plan out the rest of the year, and so you're going to see some things from the new annual catalog and our next coming promotions for the next
Yep.
6 months. And we are excited to share those with you, but don't forget this time you're going to get the perfect Picture Perfect Birthday, which you can order right now.
Yeah.
And all 5 ink colors.
Yeah.
So you want to get those. And we're going to do, like I said, this was our little powwow or brainstorm, because in the blog hop in 2 weeks, we're going to share with you some of our color combinations that we picked on our project. Oh, there's Susan. Finally.
So we also should tell you, the new catalog comes the 1st of June. If you want a copy from any of the 4 of us,
Yes.
let us know and we can send you a copy.
Yes.
And then it will be online live come June. So these colors are the sneak peek. There are other products you can also get as a sneak peek this month. You'll just have to visit us on social media or our blogs to find that. And of course, if you purchase any of that and it equals to the value of Picture Perfect, then you also join our June program.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're going to do, again, I'll say this again, 5 tutorials that you'll get with the program. We have a special guest from our UK market, and so she'll be joining us for a bonus tutorial. And she says, I'm back.
Raise
She
the
raised
candy.
You're going to have to watch. You missed the whole game, but you're going to have to watch again, Susan.
Aw.
You might even pull some color combination out for your blog hop.
Yeah. There was a very popular baby poop color combination on there.
I challenge Susan for that one. So, but thanks for joining us tonight, you guys. We appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.